Coach, quick pace, allow people to get across the street to Reed Arena.
That was the goal, yeah.
Awesome quote. Talk about the day from Juan Vargas to start. He gave you 3 perfect innings. What does he provide the pitching staff?
You know, he's got a really good fastball, really good breaking ball. Just getting us off to a good start. I mean, his first start since he's been here. He's kind of a guy, you know, he was in that mix to do it. We thought it was good today just with Gavin throwing on Saturday against UCLA. So just really competitive, filled it up, and it's got good stuff.
And then the night Jake Duer had 3 for 3, reached all 5 times. What does he provide the offense, and just how difficult is it to be as consistent as he has been to start the year?
I mean, very. I mean, Jake's a really good hitter, and he's, you know, we talked today about, you know, as a hitter and as an offense, just being methodical, and that's what Jake is, right, or what he is right now. I mean, he's the ability to hit a home run to the pull side gap, and then a little Jack Moss-esque swing to the other side, which is what we think, you know, that type of player. It's good, and you put him right there in the lineup when guys are going to be on base. I wouldn't say he's your prototypical 4-hole hitter, but it's really how you view the spot. You want a guy that gets hits with guys on base, so he's been great for us.
You know, a little different look in the lineup today. Just what did you see from you guys 1 through 9?
I thought they did a fine job. I mean, it was just solid, like solid baseball. You know, I don't think it was our best. I don't think it was our worst. I think they just, you know, they got the job done. We filled it up on the mound. You know, we scored the runs, and we need to score the runs.
And kind of going back to Richard's question, you know, how dangerous do you think can this offense be when there's no easy out, especially when you got Hakopi coming back?
Yeah, I mean, we got a lot of talented players, whether it be Chris or the guys that are in there now or the guys that are playing. I mean, we got talented offensive players, but you got to swing at strikes, take balls, do damage when you hit them, or, you know, execute the situation. It's not about just being, you could have 9 superstars, but if they don't stick with the plan and hit as a team, it doesn't really matter. So, and I think, you know, as a whole on the season to this point, with the guys that are playing, have done a really nice job of doing that.
Did you have Vargas on some kind of the pitch count tonight? Like, did you have him going 3 innings, no matter how he did?
Yeah, it was going to be 3.
And then getting Stewart in the game, thought process behind that.
I just saw that. I mean, we thought that was the biggest, at that point, like, we thought that could be the biggest moment in the game. It's 4-1, second, third, 2 outs. First and second, 2 outs. Like, you know, a homer there, it's 4-3, and then you're sweating it, right? So we just thought that was a really big moment. And, you know, we wanted to get him in the game too, but that was no need to wait. Sometimes those big moments don't happen, you know, just in the 8th and 9th inning. So I went to him and he did the job.
And then how good has he been to start the year as well?
He's been great. I mean, that sweeper cutter is a really good pitch. I think he ran a fastball up to 95, but those breaking pitches they're elite breaking pitches, and his ability to put it in the zone when he needs to and bury it when he needs to. He's been really good so far.
What's been the key to your success and consistency through the first few weeks of the season?
I just feel like I just stay to my routine, my standards of, you know, not only the team, but what I want to do in the box, and that's, you know, hit the ball as hard as I can no matter what, no matter the count, no matter the pitch. I just want to move it on to the next guy, just keep the train rolling.
Coach Earley called you a Jack Moss type of player. Are you aware what kind of compliment that is around these parts?
Yes, sir. I've been able to see him hitting here a couple times. Obviously, I've watched every Wheels highlight video of all time of any A&M game, so being able to be compared to someone who's been kind of an elite hitter throughout his time here it's an honor.
Then y'all broke it open late. When innings start to stack like that, when runs start to stack like that, like what does that say about like the team and then like the energy in the dugout in general?
You know, it's all about just staying with who we are as a team, and that's a team that no matter what, we always have each other's back, and it's all about, you know, I always say, but the standards. You know, the standard of our team is we don't give up, no matter who it is. You know, we're gritty, and we just want to get the job done, no matter the situation, the inning, the time. We just want to, you know, do our thing.
You know, carried a strong weekend into Tuesday. Just you said you'd stay consistent, but has there been some things, some moments that kind of felt like everything started to click for you?
You know, working with Coach Earley in the box has been great. You know, he's in the cages every day with us, which has been awesome, not only for me, but a lot of other hitters who are trying to feel out the long season ahead of us. So it's been great. Earley's been awesome, just being able to know what we need to work on and what will help in situations during this long season.
Anything else?
Any plans to get across the street with basketball going on?
You know, if I shower up and get going, I might catch the second half. So I'm excited. I hope those guys, they've been having an excellent season. I hope those guys finish out with a win just like we did today.
So one game you didn't have a hit, am I right?
Yes, sir. Yes,
So what happened that game?
It's baseball. Baseball happens and balls, sometimes don't fall your way. But I just kind of do everything I need to do in the box every day.
Josh, 4 strikeouts in 4 outs. Were you leaning on one pitch in particular, or were you just like going to any other combination, depending on the batter?
Throwing a lot of sweepers today, which seemed to be working. Threw a couple of fastballs at cutter, but it was mostly the sweeper today. Felt good today.
Sorry, what makes your sweeper so good?
I don't know. We worked on it a lot that Omaha year with Wiener when he was here, and it really just kind of exploded and kind of became that pitch for me. So just kind of been trying to lean back into it and get it to, as good as it has been.
In that moment, Early talking about turning into you in what could have been like a high leverage situation. What's to say about you that a coach thinks about you in that manner to kind of get it out in that spot?
It's awesome. It's an awesome feeling. We've had some games that have been close like that, but not really a Tuesday like that. So it's a really good feeling to have him, trust me in that situation and want me to have the ball and kind of help the hitters have time to get going, kind of like how it did today. So feels good.
Did you expect your number to be called in this situation?
I did. Being an older guy, I feel like, I've become comfortable in those chaotic situations and kind of have been through them a lot more than, say, a freshman guy or something like that. So it's become something that I'm okay being, called to do.
What has your experience taught you in those moments that you can come and be the version of yourself that you are now?
It's mostly been more of like a calmness. In the past, it's been like, oh my gosh, this is a crazy situation. There's bases loaded, there's no outs, stuff like that. But it's been a good like awakening that it's like, it's just pitching. It's a 17-inch plate every single time you go out there, regardless of who's on the bases, who's in the box, stuff like that.
To start from Juan Vargas, and what have you seen from working with him and watching him on a daily basis?
I think the best thing about him is the way he's gone about his business, his work ethic and all that stuff, because he really, hasn't had a ton of opportunities yet, hasn't, pitched a bunch, hasn't had a start like he did today. So it's just cool to see him, working every single day, regardless of, if he's pitching that day, stuff like that. But to come out and have 3 innings, 35 pitches, whatever it was really cool to watch.